Okay, this is off to a good start. So, about 3 weeks ago, I think I may have inadvertently ended my life in the sense that there were certain things that I was meant to have done, that I was called to do, that I feared the um, I think that after bouting with agoraphobia, and then I've hung on to friends believing to be um, offering some help or guidance or shelter. But then people do. It's one of these things where there's certain people in your life who may be distractions as well, from. I mean, I think that there's a balance to that, but if if I keep my mouth closed forever about the behavior of other people, how do they ever see themselves if they don't take a look at some aspects of themselves that they don't believe that they have? So the shadow. I can't even tell if I'm. But the shadow self, there's. That's kind of psychology wise what people say. When you see aspects in other people that you don't think that you have, for example, you'll get angry about that, or you'll see something from your past where someone else from your past was behaving in that way too, which gives you cues to that particular scar as well, which hopefully will be maybe it will be a bonding experience, but like I hope that it's not in. That's the thing. It's once you start ripping off different categories of, there's no telling. But hey, check it out. That's. I mean, I found this, but it's not goat milk, but it's a bit of a thumbellina. A little souvenir from another time. So that's fun. So I guess what I'm saying is it's difficult for maybe me to see that side of of me or whatever as well, where I'm like, okay, I do understand, like, yep, that guy asked me like 4 times to leave the store. um, she was talking to somebody at the end. I returned the glasses from Italy that I want that were $2. I was gonna look for the change thing before we left, but like we didn't really have time. Like we really didn't. And like I wasn't expecting to buy anything, and she was saying some credit card thing and whatever, and I'm like, I don't know what, like like we gotta go. The store closes in like 30 minutes. The train definitely takes. It's 7 minute walk to. I'm not even wearing pants. Like we're lucky that we got there. Is this thing on? Like don't don't decide after the fact that like all of that whatever that got us there is some sort of like, was I not, maybe I wasn't on 100%, and I'm like, oh, you know what, I should probably get my wallet because she might not have $8 because her mom email money transferred her definitely over $100 because she bought like a cardigan for $100, another bodysuit because I bought her a white one that's now like in a box somewhere in her garage, or like, why would I? What's the point in buying people things if you never see them like appreciate it or whatever? Too like, why? Why did I like or not? And that's a whole other end of a spectrum. But I just mean when it's like when it's a special gift and it's something that is supposed to sort of be like, hey, I know that I'm not buying you things anymore, but like, here's a nice gift because we joke around that we're gonna spend a lot of time together. So here's the special thing. Okay, I'm like kind of done at the mall. Okay, the SIM card's gonna take a while. We have to like call a number, but I can't call it. They have to call it so that I can use this phone that I'm videotaping this on. Because the phone that I bought, it like doesn't work anymore. They just like decided to stop letting it. So that's always fun to be continuously reminded that like production is a never-ending. Like they make sure that it is never-ending. They make sure that they pull out whatever and close down. It's just like everything. Businesses do that. It's when you're chasing things like money, economically speaking, it's a dangerous game. Whatever. You want to see something? Just hear it crackle. Oh yeah, 8 minutes, eh? Oh, someone's mad there's a beer can in here for sure. Well, 'tis the season. Whoop. Some of that's maybe... Yeah, the train is longer. I just was walking that way. We don't have to do anything. We even stopped. Budgeting. Oh yeah. This is beautiful, baby. You don't need to spend all that money and stuff. That's okay. If you do want to do that, I guess. But I think maybe it's... Some people maybe fucked with you. The owl. The owl tells us that. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to grow up, to be alive, to... We're tested in different parts of ourselves, and I think we're sort of shown what our behavior can do to people as a lesson. And so I don't know personally. This is why I am so extra too, because it's like I don't believe that even from the beginning of like whatever you want to call this, the relation of the aspect that we came into one another's lives, I don't think that that is necessarily like this big long thing. It's people have their time, and but while I have people in my time, and now that I'm becoming more connected to who I am and who I believe that I sort of what do you want me to say? People think I'm weird. Like, this is the thing that I don't understand. If you think that I'm weird, then ask me about literally anything. Do you want to know about this table? Do you want to, like, what do you want to know about? Do, do you want to know? Like, what the construction is and why? Or, like, what this TV is even doing outside to begin with? What it's become? Who has sprayed on it? Who has... whose headphones those are? What they symbolize? Whether or not this is a display or this is like something that is more psychological and connected to like the earth overhead and below and within and without. And you know, maybe this is a little bit about saying goodbye to some squirrels and squirrely relationships of the last year. I'm not, and it's like, and then I go like, oh, and I don't want to offend. It's like, if anybody, people are continuously offended. I went to the thrift store knowing that because I was making a stand and that I was leaving my money part of my wallet, I was even angry. I didn't get to get those sunglasses that I wanted, and they were only $2. And I could have tried to find that jar, but I looked where it was at one point, but then I hid it somewhere else because people were taking money out of it. Like, what do you want me to say? When I